OBS is reconnected? Are we good? Is it functioning? Is it working? Let's see. What am I looking for? Twitch, right, duh, obviously. I mean, are we up again? Oh? Is it fixed? Are we working? Is everything good? Cool, cool, I think we're good. Alright, I'm gonna switch back over to the game screen. So, like, this is gonna be another two-piece part. Oh, God. Let me put my headphones back in my PC. There we go. And let's continue.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
No. I think a certain guy killed her in the boys' locker room, and you moved her. I don't know why you'd know, but I think you moved her to the girls' locker room. Because you basically just guided us through the whole investigation.
Is that about right?
No, it's not. He's doing it again. He's totally... Yeah, because you're wrong.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
I think that's what you want me to think is what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's...
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
You kept calling this a game, right?
Sorry, I
Sorry if you can hear
need
the
to talk
thunder.
about this a little more.
Hang on. I'm sorry, I keep having to get up. Just give me like 5 seconds. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. Next.
Sure. Do we really need to? You've already decided who did it.
Not quite.
But still, there's something that's still bothering.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then
You didn't
disguised
kill
my
her.
crime.
I think you might have disguised the crime. I don't remember. But you didn't kill her.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
You did do that.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. But does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? No, I don't think so, because there's definitely something off about what he said.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Oh, Byakuya.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room.
Yes.
There is absolutely no
She was
question
found
about
in the
that.
girls' locker room. But that does not mean she was killed in the girls' locker room.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
It was actually a couple feet to the right. I had to look at my hands, damn it.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all that.
I believe I do.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Oh boy, do I have proof for you. Oh shit. It could be Sakura's account, or it could be the carpet? The posters, maybe? Hi! Welcome in. We're in the middle of a class trial. I'm trying to figure out which moved item is the correct moved item for this thing. Fuck, where is it? This.
I got it!
There it is. Okay.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes, it is. Do you have a problem with that?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Why does the boys? This is a high school.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Okay, John.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
There it is, the carpet I brought up the first time.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Now we play that.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Because Byakuya is a jackass.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take
It is so
place in the
strange.
boys' locker room,
This is like one of the most complicated ways to deal with this.
then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Oh, here we go.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Yeah, about that.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Right.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Can you, Hero?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Please don't say she caught the door. Yeah, could have, yes. Multiple ways. Broken e-handbook. Okay.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes.
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Not quite.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
No, it's wrong.
Also, how did Hiro know about that?
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Lars, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Not exactly. There is a regulation about letting someone use your handbook. There is nothing against using someone else's handbook.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing.
I got to it first.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked us, like I said. She used her
Nope.
ultimate programmer skills and...
There it is.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blip.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Nope. You're all wrong about something.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
That's not quite right.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Don't vote yet. Come on.
Hold on a second.
Thank you,
I
Kyoko.
agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
What?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Girl, is this allowed?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
There it is. That's how you manipulate the bear.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? Don't be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yes. Let's. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... straight back to the crime scene.
Girls' locker room? We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
What is she going to do here?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Kyoko.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
I don't know if we should do that. Just
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands? No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
very well. I'll do it.
Okay.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are
Jack,
about?
shut up.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
This is like the worst way. I hate this.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
No, she means her entire body.
What? What is this?
This is like the most disturbing way to figure this out.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Dude.
Is what?
This came out in 2010.
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Why does she look so pissed about it, though? Chihiro actively avoided, like, everything.
It's really true?
They act like this is the most disturbing thing about this case. They don't even react to like this to discovering a dead body.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Of course you
Chihiro
did.
Fujisaki was totally a guy. He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him! So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy. And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
I hate this case.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I didn't think Byakuya. Yep. Duh. I didn't think Byakuya was the killer to begin with.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yes.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Shocking revelation.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Yeah.
It just seems to be too easy going. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with it?
Exactly.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too, how can I put it, overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as
He's a jackass,
correct?
not a murderer.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
But he found it in the girls' locker room? Why was he in the girls' locker room?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Oh my god.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
He's not lying this time.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was
Nope.
clear. Yup.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
No point in rushing this. We will die.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Yes.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure of. We can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. And since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is broken, the killer would have to use their own. In other words, it would have to be a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste?
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
There it is.
Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Shoot!
What? Fine,
Isn't
sit
there
longer.
a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer! And only the killer!
No.
There we go. That's what it was.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you...
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because he literally couldn't.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Do we?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I mean, I do, but does he?
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Really?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for it.
Not really, no.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say,
What is she trying to do?
but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
It's blue, right?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Okay.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! We picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even
Why did you
have a
point that
tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out?
I don't even know what we're looking for here.
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Oh, I caught on. Celeste never said it was blue. We only know that because we can see the flashback.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No, it's wrong.
Alright, Mondo.
Hold on a second, Mondo.
Now we've gotten this
What
far.
did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Nope, we never saw the duffel bag, nor the jacket.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
As if he'd seen it.
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Really?
Sure. Are you talking about Chihiro?
Got the wrong name, are you kidding me? Drop my controller. Okay.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Oh, did you?
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
I thought Celeste was the only one that's seen him.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Oh yeah, that's right. I also stuffed it inside the bag.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Well, I mean, he did kill someone. Damn! Okay. God, thunder's loud.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
But it worked.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
I called that out as soon as he did it.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Such a tiny detail? Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Here we go.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone!
Mondo.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I mean...
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Taka. Buddy. I've got bad news.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Does he?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence? Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Go on. What is it?
Jeez, does you're confident?
If you really insist, that, here it is.
Is that?
What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Mondo's, maybe? I don't know. Okay, then it's gotta be Chihiro. Shush. Leave my hearts alone.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the
right.
for a fact.
I was totally sure I'd found it. Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right? Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Like Leon's?
I imagine the culprit broke it.
But they can't
to get rid
break
of
very
evidence
easily.
of the murder.
According to Monokuma, they can withstand like 10 tons of force or something.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
By exfoliating. It's gotta be one of those two, right?
Shoot!
Oh, shut up. Come on. I don't... No? Okay, fine.
Shoot!
I didn't think they had a weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was. But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
So, the sauna? I guess. It's the only place. It gets warm, right?
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
I was right.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200
Jesus.
degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Oh, I remember. It's from that competition, isn't it? Where he went in there with all his clothes.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, he knows! It's his buddy!
Here's my answer!
Here we go.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Because he did it, Taka!
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Disprove us by showing us your handbook.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
What is it? What am I looking for? Broken handbook, Chihiro's card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I have not seen this working e-handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct,
Oh.
then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
He swapped out for Leon's, didn't
In
he?
other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
This one?
No.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now.
It says their
is
names when they
actually
boot it
Leon's.
up.
Yes,
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that
We've
says
been
loaning
over
your handbook
this.
is prohibited? Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, it's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
Hang on, I'm trying to adjust my headphones. There we go.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
You can't, Taka.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Here we go. Okay. So, I forgot there's a timer on this. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. What are we looking for? This? Okay, workout, I guess? I'm not sure. Okay, we're gonna skip this for a bit. I'm going to assume it's, oops, it's this. So, See, that's the same frame there, so that's gonna be the one we don't use. Oh, I didn't even realize that Mondo moved the body over to that room. Okay. Get our fucked up Byakuya. Let's see. I don't know. This is set up weird. I'm assuming this goes here. Okay. You've got to go there. I really don't know. I have no idea. Did we miss something? Oh, this one? I'm assuming it's this one.
Here's exactly
See how well this goes.
First, let's take a look.
Uh-huh.
Last night, at the time, she was a...
Okay, we got the first one right.
That something was a blue tracksuit.
Let's see how many of these we got wrong. I think those last two might be
Bag in hand,
swapped.
Chihiro headed out. She made her way to the locker, but how could the victim, who was apparently...
Oh no, that was right. That was okay. Okay.
Simple, because she was really a he.
Okay.
Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Oh, hey, I got a lot more right than I thought.
It's likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Damn, okay. We're getting them all right so far.
Finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Damn, you done? God, the thunder's loud tonight.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy
Now
could get
it's-
into
this
the
is where
girls'
we're probably
locker room
wrong.
without much problem.
Yep. Oh god, our health is so low. Okay. Maybe it's putting the poster up, and then let's double check. That's definitely right. I think that's right. This is probably right.
The killer is you!
Oh, did we get it this time?
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Because he's a bitch.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Wait, what? Ah, we're gonna die. What do you mean it's wrong? He had to open the door, didn't he? Take that out? I don't know. I really can't afford to mess up again. I'm literally gonna die. God. It's only 2 more. Okay. Please.
The killer is you!
Please. I'm gonna die.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, The killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Pin? Oh great, we're doing this again. I forgot it's not over yet. Yeah, remind me how this works. Fever time and oh great. Ah. Ugh. I already struggle enough as it is. Dude, I literally can't take another hit. I'm gonna die. Ah, that sucks. Here we go. Moment of truth. I think it's...
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Fuck.
Show me some evidence.
Fuck.
I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote.
I suck at those.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Dude, half a heart. Oh my god.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we don't gotta do that.
Mondo.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
How am I getting A's? B, there it is. Okay. Still got 74.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you time around. Will you
This
make
case
the
just
right
kinda sucks.
choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He's like, I feel bad. There he is.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki is... Mondo! It's just too many names to read that. Silence.
Unbelievable.
Aww, Taka!
Sorry.
What is this?
Taka! This just sucks.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that for as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will be able to say even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had taken root deep inside of him, and it was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would finally fade away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
what?
And yet...
I'm sorry. But...
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that even when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought in the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action, and so... that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be his first and only chance to get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fellow who had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it would give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought only with Mondo's support would he be able to become close to that.
Correct.
No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, to the girls' locker room. Okay.
Indeed. Certainly.
But
Because...
Tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and by stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. And you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories.
What is this? You're wrong!
Don't make me repeat myself.
To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Hey,
Okay. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya, I think? Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. I've never heard that phrase. But when Mondo starts to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. There's so much reading. They should voice more lines. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers from the other members of the gang. Which is why... I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I just gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed onto incoming traffic. But suddenly... lying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger, under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became truth. This man. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. And yet... as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful, Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why... Hondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or to say. But after a while, that fuzziness, that fuzzy uneasiness, turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety. It weighed down in my stomach. It was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. Right there, he told me his secret.
I'm sorry.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Because, I mean, you've kept the secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
Did I cry? I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to just tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. Jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness and try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. I was so jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right, I am strong. I'm strong. Mondo. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. With a dumbbell in my hand, I was just staring at him on the ground. I killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in his heart. Lived in a heart like his and turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
Can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Iwata, The ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh my god. Taka!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Mondo better. This... Damn. Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace? That doesn't sound quite right. It's so fucking hot in my room. I'm eating some ice. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. He, of course, had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game, one of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Because it made things more interesting. Like I said, he's just a jackass. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late. I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. He was such a fool, he didn't have the slightest idea I'd seen him.
Well,
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the right answer revealed at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
Let's see.
Create a fake murder scene? But damn, man, if we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I have to watch out for. Huh?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
I have something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, this despair is my gift to mankind itself. You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
I'm not reading a lot.
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Jesus, that scared me. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Monokuma's laughter pealed across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo, but I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. And all of our courage, all of our friendship, our effort, it felt like it accounted for nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Who is this?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh, my. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
I suppose. Gotta be some mystery. Oh my god. Yes, we do want to save. Snap. Girl, where are your clothes? Is this allowed? Am I gonna get banned?
Impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to. Okay.
A god of donuts and praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. I mean, you can't get food at night though, right?
Huh? But
Is someone there? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial. Everyone met up in the dining hall just like always. And I expected to start like any other day. What I expected, but... Days count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refused to show up.
oh,
Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then,
So it's just the 7 of us then?
How about that?
It's time like this where the committee chairman needs
Impossible.
Dude, traumatized. Don't expect anything from him, man.
Well,
It's like...
Okay. Just forget about the outside world, accept this new life. That's the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever?
well,
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, violence. As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, it is our current situation. Is our current situation not... Hifumi?
Huh?
Hmm?
Here we go!
I'm not even gonna read that. You're all 2D.
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind puts such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since talk is like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. The most, like, irresponsible one, probably. Been held back 3 or 4 years. I don't remember what we said last time. So we're gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean,
right?
since the class trial is over and all, there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find a clue this time. Let me explore. Let me explore, then we can gamble, and then we can do the story. She barged in and ruined the conversation. Who's missing? Toko? Probably Toko to ruin a conversation? Who else is left? Hina's in bed.
You called for me,
Oh
so
shit,
I'm
it's,
here.
it's not a kind of Toko. I forgot about that. What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally a place I can be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding in a cave for me. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I'm gonna destroy that stereotype.
Sophie!
Jesus, look at her tongue. I'll fight day and night, all day and all night to murder those totally slander cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Well, whatever else we do today, we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. And after a much needed but very annoying meal, Be set to work. Yes! Free me! Yes. I am assuming the nurse should unlock here, right? We'll come back here in a bit. There it is. Oh, it's open, so I guess we can go in here now too. And we're the first one here even. Even now the mastermind. Trash can? It's a normal trash can. There's nothing inside, so I don't really need to spend time thinking about it. Okay. What's that? Refrigerator? Tracks and stuff called coin. Oh, this thing. Is this a monitor? It's a very squashed monitor. What kind of monitor is this? Who would even make this sort of thing? I don't think we've been in here, have we? Yeah, there's nothing to interact with. Yeah, gym's already open. Okay. Hi, hero. I don't think anything's different there. Library. Class 2B. I can't remember if this was open before. Reality isn't everything. Yeah, it was. Okay. In that case... Ah, there it is. Now we can go upstairs again. 3rd floor. Now we get to go in every room. I don't know what this is. I just clicked on it. Oh, there's Celeste here.
Let's see.
Creation room. Place for students to come and relax. I never would have imagined a school having a place like this. Well, no normal school would. It has Othello, shogi, and even a dartboard and a pool table. And look at this. They have provided us with a remarkable number of magazines.
Isn't it wonderful?
What now? Ring, ring, ring. Hello there, let me... Fashion motorcycle... But nothing dirty, this is a school.
So then...
Too bad.
Sorry, no can do. Even if I want to. Right now, magazines are kinda what? Oops. Nothing, never mind. No, no, no. Anyway, that's it for bye-bye. What he just said, I know, right? Bothers me too.
Unfortunate.
Life here would be much nicer if he could add some new issues once in a while. How disappointing. Okay, then we need this thing. Magazines. Next room. Kyoko, what are you doing up here? Well, this is an interesting design. That's not creepy or anything. Why is it built like that? But something about it seems off. Or multiple of the somethings. Why are you in here?
Yes, indeed.
I really don't care about your interests.
You know nothing. Yes, indeed.
I feel like YouTube is not going to like this VOD for a few reasons. Oh, there's a door. Oh, it's this room. Wait, what's that? There's something on the floor. It looks like a picture. But as I stretched out my hand to pick it up, that's definitely Mondo, Leon, and Chia. Right? Chihiro? Right? It has to be. There's no way. It's definitely Mondo and Leon. My hand there we go. What I saw in that picture was Chihiro, Leon, and Mondo. And they were smiling. What is this? Questions started racing through my head, one after the other. Why is it only 3 people? What are they doing together? How come they're smiling like that? When was it taken? Who took it? Where's the camera they used? How did they get it developed? And in the picture, the window of the classroom, there's no metal plate covering it. Which must mean wherever this picture was taken, it wasn't here at Hope's Peak. There's no time to find an answer. All the questions floating around in my head were quickly trying to outbuy. That's mine, give it back. Monokuma appeared out of nowhere and snatched at the photo. Any chance I had at answers evaporated. You peeked, didn't you? Well, they all had some pretty dazzling smiles, huh? They were definitely living their school life. It's like they ripped a page right out of the Book of Youth. What's going on with that picture? Do you know? I'm not telling you nothing. Why can't you just give me a straight answer? Never mind, I don't know why I even bothered asking. Coin. I don't know who Neo is, honestly. Okay, I think that's everything. It's just a big empty area. It's just some very gray hallways. Whoa, I don't remember this. This is the physics lab. It's less like a classroom and more like some kind of research institute. Right? Oh my god. Even has that dull hum. Oh, this is the digital camera. It's kind of beat up. It looks like it should work. Hey Taka, don't you think this place is like some kind of research institute? Oh, poor dude. The machine obviously has some kind of purpose, but I don't know anything about physics to begin with. What's... Ah. What? Huh? Isn't this the first time the tragedy is mentioned to them? I don't remember it being mentioned before. Taka. Produce clean air no matter where you're at. With that thing you could even live on Mars. But with the discombobulating gravity and deathly low temperatures, you probably don't want to live on Mars.
You guys?
Anyway, this machine is the reason you guys all have this delicious air. So don't go messing with it. You break it, it's your ass. This huge thing is just an air purifier? There's more? Oh boy. Oh, would you look at that.
I'm getting seriously excited!
Girl, that would kill you. Maybe I should head back to the dining hall and talk about it with everyone else. For now, I don't wanna. There's more stuff to look at. Hina!
Just a second.
You guys enjoy your little wordless movie. I'll be right back. I already know this dialogue anyway. Okay, we're out of dialogue. Nice. Okay. Where are we going?
So,
Could it be?
What does that even mean?
that's right.
Never mind, it's about the nurse's office. There's one on the first floor. No, it's not. We were just in there.
Yeah.
So then, I see.
That's disappointing. It is disappointing. Like, the end of the world is already here. I'm not sure it's that disappointing.
Correct.
The air is trash.
You SOB!
What? What?
No, 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 no!
Yep.
Impossible.
So in the end,
I'm assuming you're just as quiet as ever. Fine, do I have to talk to Celeste? Fine.
perhaps.
You know? What the heck?
Well,
You know nothing! Damnation!
Let's see.
However... What? This is unforgivable!
What? Why?
Oh,
Well then.
Let's see.
How about that?
Hero.
Is that right?
Sayaka. That wasn't an illusion. It was real, I'm sure of it. They all died, and there's no way any of them are still alive. Well, you know, not the ones you're thinking of. But certain spiky girl might. So we have to figure out when that picture was taken. They really do leave a lot of hints as to what's happened.
Actually. Huh? Is that okay? Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh.
Dang.
Hina. I see.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Just a second. But
Now we gotta switch over to Hina.
sorry. Well. Hey.
Is there more than one ghost?
What the heck?
See, I told you you wouldn't believe me. It's not that I don't believe you, but
Hina.
can you tell us what happened? Okay.
Well,
It happened last night. I was in bed, but I couldn't get to sleep.
honestly. I'm sorry.
Hina.
But
There we go. But then I started hearing a strange sound.
well,
It was coming from the direction of the bathhouse, so I headed that way. The locker was halfway open, so I took a look inside. and I saw a human shape surrounded by pale green light. There's no doubt who it was. It was Chihiro.
Say what?
Oh no!
Relax. It is simply not possible. You must be mistaken. Just as in most cases of paranormal activity, it was born from your weakened mental state.
Well,
Then all we have to do is go see for ourselves, right? Let's go to the bathhouse and see what Hina saw. It is a waste of time, but maybe. There's no harm in it, right? If we don't find anything, that'll be the end of it.
What?
What the heck?
Please!
Hey, there is nothing to be done.
I suppose I have no choice.
oh,
Poor dudes.
So,
It was right here. I saw it in the dressing room.
come on.
Cthulhu something I don't know how to pronounce. Shut up, what if he actually shows up?
Well,
I heard a sound and when I opened the locker, is this the locker? There's something in here. Huh? Inside the locker is a laptop? What's something like that doing here? I remember seeing this. Oh, that's right. I saw it in the library before. It looks like a laptop. The laptop's pretty old and it's... I knew there was a laptop in there! I'm not crazy!
so...
That's why. Okay. We'll get to a good point. But how did the laptop get from the library to here? And I guess it's in sleep mode, but the power is definitely on. But I thought it was broken. I would bet that Chihiro fixed it. After all, he was known as the ultimate programmer.
Perhaps.
More importantly, you said you saw a green light, yes? Surely you did not mistake the light of a monitor for a ghost? I'm surprised you were able to dress yourself in the morning. Were computers that old? Were computers still in that state in 2010? It was 14 years ago. Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up a 2010 laptop. No way they still had the green screen. Whatever that stuff was called. I mean, I had a fake computer. That had that kind of screen. It's like the similar kind of screen as a calculator, sort of, I think. I don't remember, man. It's like the old, the really old box PCs. Hang on. 2010 laptop. Laptop from 2010. Damn, they're only worth $25 now. But yeah, this still looks basically the same. 2010 MacBook, $36. Yeah, no, that's a normal laptop. Okay. I hate him.
Hey, come on.
What are you saying?
Don't be mean.
But listen, isn't it really strange? What's the laptop doing in here? Someone hid it here. If that's the case, we found it pretty easy. Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey.
Haven't you noticed there's a big difference between this room and the others? There's a difference? There's no surveillance cameras.
Yes, it's me.
Precisely. There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot the mastermind is blind. So you're saying someone put the laptop here so the mastermind wouldn't know about it?
It's true.
And what Hina saw wasn't the ordinary glow of a computer screen. It was the figure of Chihiro shining pale green.
So then.
Right. Pale green.
Hey.
There, the icon on the far left. What is it? It says alter ego? Alter ego literally means another self, I believe. In the field of AI! That's right! She is AI. Damn.
Makoto.
Would you let me see it, Makoto? And with that, Kyoko moved between me and the computer. She moved the cursor over the alter ego icon, and then she double-clicked it. And the screen suddenly went dark. And then the voice spoke to us. Why is it Master? Master, you're here. Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display.
Oh no!
Calm down.
It's not a ghost.
What?
Then what is it?
Anyway.
I'm sure if we want to talk to it, we'll find out. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. What are you? And then...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaku.
I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. That voice, the tone, and everything. It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter ego. I've heard about this kind of AI program, but I've never seen one for myself. Wild that they're extremely common now. It's like 14 years later and there's how many? Dear God. Thousands, if not more than that. Definitely more. There has to be more than 1,000. But like, god damn, there's so many. AI program?
That's right.
It's how Chihiro earned his title of Ultimate Programmer. The AI lives in a computer, and by repeating different tasks, it gains knowledge bit by bit. Apparently, Chihiro used a support vector machine and reinforcement learning to develop it. Eventually, he came up with a breakthrough. Support vector machine, reinforcement learning?
It's true.
To put it simply, it's a learning method for computers. If you want to know more, just Google it, okay?
In other words.
But if AI continues to grow, it will become more than just a piece of software to help people. Hang on, I'm gonna put this on Twitter. Actually, you know what? I'll just screenshot it for me. Fine. Okay. And grow up the process is not. If you were to raise your own AI that way, it would make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego. A second perfect personality that can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego. Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Are you okay with this?
Anyway, he fixed the broken laptop and put his own program on there. That is what this means, yes? Then he brought the machine to the dressing room. Where the mastermind would not be able to see it. But you know, all this about master and whatnot. Oh my god, I hate him.
I feel as if...
I hate him.
I mean...
Anyway, let's talk to him a little more. Kyoko typed rhythmically. How much do you know about what's going on? Master only gave me a general idea, but I do know things have become very grave. He found himself caught up in this without warning. Why are you here? Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze the massive number of files stored on this laptop. I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taken me a little longer than I thought. But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact the files are protected so tightly means they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of the school. It's gonna be a while, but I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So because of how long it would take, he designed Alter Ego to handle the workload. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. Keep it up, but be careful not to let the mastermind notice you. Why are we shocked? Looking at the computer should not make me look like I am... Okay, I think I fixed it. It's a pretty basic plan, I have to say.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, that is fine during the day, but at nighttime is a concern.
Are you okay with this?
All our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, but we won't hear a thing. And not sleep.
However,
that's true. Then what can we do?
so then,
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. Then there's no way I can miss Alter Ego yelling. But if you leave your door open all night, then
it's true.
there's a chance I may become a victim myself, I know.
However,
But I'm not as weak as you may think. I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you. There's an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident she'd be okay. But at the same time, different. Are we shocked again? Like someone who'd been dropped onto a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield. Can we get through this dialogue? I was pulled out of my thoughts. Would you mind if I asked a few questions? I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but... Is Master... For a split second, Kyoko seemed not to know what to do. But she recovered just as fast and began quickly typing. Her answer was clear, concise, and direct. Chihiro is dead. Mondo killed him.
Okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances Master would survive this situation were very low. So I was prepared for this moment.
It's like...
Can't even imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It is a simple computer program. It does not have feelings. Are you sure about that?
Shall we go?
Anyway, that's enough for today. If we linger too long, the mastermind will start to suspect something. And then Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye. AI seemed totally different from when we first arrived. He seemed upbeat. Or was he just following his programming, or could he have actually been worried about us? Why are we shocked again?
Could it be...
What's wrong, Hero?
You know?
No, it's nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online. Then we could call for help from the outside. To what internet? But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you can get online here. They can just shut down your access to the internet. I don't think finding a cord is gonna fix it. If they aren't paying for it. Especially knowing what the world is like outside. Yikes. I don't think that'll ever work.
Indeed.
This is no time for taking needless risks for now. I guess they don't know any of that, though. I'm confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished.
Of course.
Well, for now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
So we should get going?
It's true.
Indeed. God, I hate him. Come on, Hifumi, let's go.
I suppose.
Okay. As soon as we were out in the hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right? As if he'd been waiting for his cue. Hina has gained enough experience to level up. So what's this awesome something? Absolutely nothing.
What the heck?
No.
What the heck? Say what?
Do it? What do you mean?
Yes, just.
You said it first.
Huh?
Huh?
Speaking of which, okay boys, why don't you head on back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Hey, come on.
Oh, damnation! Hey! 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 Without a doubt.
No! No, you should not! Under any circumstance, you should not do that.
What? This is kind of depressing.
Oh, come on. Oh, it's still dialogue.
It's
So I guess you dig the real thing just like any other guy.
No way.
You got it. This is fine.
Indeed.
Of course. So in the end,
Actually,
Because
My entire...
Presents?
Well now. See ya later!
Do we want to know? I feel like it's just another motive, isn't it?
it would seem...
Yeah.
However... Correct.
It doesn't free me.
What?
If we kept waiting by the likes of you, rest assured, if we had access to firearms, you'd all be dead. Jesus. Do you even know how to shoot a gun, dude? Did you forget how to walk? Same as always, I see her on the other hand.
What the heck?
Oh, she's back to her Debbie Downer self. I heard what sounded like a sneeze and she was back to her old self. So, yeah.
What the heck?
So, when you want to say something mean, then you talk, huh?
well,
It looks like everyone's here.
So then,
Which means...
You guys?
Looks like everyone's here, so then let's get started.
What?
Come on, out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for us this time? Whatever you subject us to, we will not break.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose to you.
Come on.
Yeah. I've decided to change up things a bit this time. Up until now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving. But sometimes you've got to use the sun to light a fire under someone.
Without further ado, I give you this! $10 million! I prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive. What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie wow, am I right?
It's like totally useless out in the real world, though.
it's true.
What are you saying?
of course.
I mean, you kinda can. It's not a good thing by any means, but like technically it's possible. You can say $10 million or however much, I don't give a crap. Yeah, they're all right, whether it's $10 million or any other amount of money. No, not even just money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Personally, I've earned over $1 million from my gambling efforts. My life is comfortable.
I'm telling you know nothing!
Hey.
Don't worry, either way, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Ding, bing, bong. Will you free me?
As such, soon the door. Okay then.
Hey. Because
You know?
Okay, everyone.
How about that?
I'm so tired. I wanted to stop at 8:30 and it's already been like 11 minutes. The dialogue just never ends. As soon as I was back in my room, I crawled into bed. Money, there's no way anyone was gonna kill me once I told myself, but even more, I was still troubled after all. I thought the same thing about last time and having our secrets revealed, even if the reasons seemed completely nonsensical, murder could still happen. It's the lesson we learned. But this time is different, I'm sure of it. Because of the program Chihiro left behind alter ego, we finally have some small hope to grasp onto. As long as we have that, then I'm sure. Theater. It is so crowded, man. We're on chapter 2. 3. We're on chapter 3, I think. Unless chapter 3 starts at the next death. I don't know. I'm too tired to care. Little kids have it so easy. Because they can put Lil in front of their name, and right after that everyone thinks they're cute. Well, fine. That's... Sleep body. No, it doesn't. Yeah, the world doesn't have nearly enough Lils. The more Lils would put something. Lil arsonist, Lil war criminal, Lil destruction of the environment. Little hit and run, little death tax, little Great Depression.
Even the darkest subjects can suddenly become brighter. Our dreams are expanding. Ding ding.
Great. Dong, bing, bong.
Good
morning.
Get ready.
Well, then I guess I should head to... Oh my god. We're free. Which fucking button? Okay, save. It's been almost exactly an hour since the last time we saved. Okay. How do I get out of this menu? Do. Okay. Oh my god. I am incredibly tired. And I need to take my allergy meds. And I'm gonna lose my mind. So, we'll find out if they approve my thing so I can work tomorrow. If not, I'll probably stream. Who knows when I'll start. If I don't start by 6, I'm probably not gonna stream. But I might start before that. We'll find out. I don't know if it'll be Danganronpa or not. It might be something else. Can't make any promises there. But, yeah, that was our stream for today. I'm gonna go to bed, take a nap, because It's only 8:45 p.m. I don't usually sleep till 5 a.m. I don't know why I'm so tired. But I will see you guys either tomorrow or Thursday next week. I hope. Unless they make me work overtime, in which case I'll cry. But yeah, see you guys later. Good night. Goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.